Alright, today's video, birthday tribute. Xbox 360 is 10 years old today. So for many people, this is your childhood system. Not my childhood system, but the reason I bought it was because a lot of my childhood is downloadable on this thing, and I'm going to share my retro collection here in a second. But the retro downloads, Xbox Live Arcade is the main reason I bought an Xbox 360. So hopefully my hard drive never craps out on me because some games I downloaded are no longer available. But there's a few modern games that I did enjoy for the 360, a few modern games that I actually consider one of my favorite games of all time, some of my favorite games of all time. So first game I bought for the Xbox 360 that's a modern game is Dead Rising. This came out, I believe, when the Xbox 360 came out. But when I got my Xbox 360, this was the first modern game that I bought. So good that I bought Dead Rising 2 first day it came out. Also bought Resident Evil 5 first day it came out. This one I bought it right away because I tried the demo out and I said, man, I gotta get that game. I like to support the gaming industry, so I do try to buy games the first day they come out. You know, I don't want to wait till they're $20 because I do like to support developers. That's why I got Mortal Kombat 2011 or Mortal Kombat 9 first day it came out. And this came out like last month. I'm surprised they still make brand new Xbox 360 games. But right there, Transformers, Devastation. And this is a retro compilation, $20 new when it first came out. So have to support Sega. So that's it. That's all I really have for modern stuff. Not many, but the games I did enjoy are really good. Dead Rising 2, and Resident Evil 5, mainly. Alright, so I still like using wired controllers, man. I'm old school. So here we go. Here's my, here's the collection I accumulated over the years, man. 1942 Joint Strike. Man, I don't even think you could see it on this TV, but I'm gonna name out my games just in case you can't see these. 1942, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Aegis Wing, BC Rearm, Bejeweled, Bomberman Live, Capcom Arcade Cabinet, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, one of the first games I downloaded. Contra, one of the first games I downloaded. Dash of Destruction, don't even remember downloading that, but it was a free game. Doom, Double Dragon, arcade version, Discontinued, one of the first games I downloaded. What else? Final Fight, and Final Fight Double Impact, that also comes with Magic Sword. Geometry Wars Evolved, Golden Axe, arcade version, not the Sega Genesis version, the arcade version. Halo Spartan Assault, modern game. Hexic HD, modern game. Ikaruga, I don't know, this might be my favorite shooter, space shooter of all time. Joust, Atari Age, Marathon, makers of Halo didn't like it. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, no longer downloadable. Metal Slug 3, Missile Command Remake, Mortal Kombat Arcade Collection, NBA Jam On Fire Edition, Paperboy, no longer downloadable, one of the first games I downloaded this first year. Peggle, Prince of Persia, R-Type Dimensions, Resident Evil Code Veronica, Radiant Silvergun on Sega Saturn, $200 game. Ikaruga on Dreamcast, I believe it's like an $80 game. Xbox Live Arcade download, $10 to download. Resident Evil GameCube remake, great game. Never played it on GameCube, but picked it up for this. Awesome. Robotron, game in an era I wasn't even alive. Robotron is probably my favorite Atari early 1980s game made. Russian Attack, Scramble, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Shouldn't have bought those games because later they were released on this thing right here. Street Fighter 2, Streets of Rage 2, again, Streets of Rage 2 is on here. Strider remake, Super Contra. This fucking game kicks my ass, but I love it. Super Meat Boy, modern game. I saw it on the Kids React video, and I had to get it because of that. Super Street Fighter 2, Turbo, HD remake, Tetris Splash, the Dishwasher Dead Samurai, modern game, downloadable. Simpsons Arcade, no longer downloadable. The Walking Dead, Time Pilot, Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, no longer downloadable. Tony Hawk, Pro Skater HD, Track and Field, Tron, Turtles in Time remake, just a demo. I did not get to download it. Regret it because you can't download it anymore. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. This later was on the Mortal Kombat arcade collection. But hey, it's no longer downloadable. Uno, X-Men, greatest beat 'em up ever. Can't even, Xevious, and then Zombie Apocalypse. So 59 games. Like, I want to say 10 or 15 of those downloads are like modern remakes of a classic. But a lot of these games are just classics. So I already reviewed X-Men. Right here, I already reviewed it on my channel. I'll leave a link right here somewhere. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up with a discontinued game that will never be released again. So I hope my hard drive never fails, because I can't download this game anymore if something were to happen. Where are you? Here we go. Let's go with the discontinued game right now. So yeah, really fond of this system just because of all the great classic downloads. This is a 1989, I want to say, or 1990, but this was kicking at the arcades. 2011 download, 1989-1990 game. But this game never came out on Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo. Alright, let's go with the first level. Expert. When did I put expert? Normal. Let's go with Homer.
Homer!
So yeah, like I said, this system for me is a big deal because all the great downloads, like, that's why this system's valuable to me. And I hope it never fails. If the disk drive fails, I hope the hard drive doesn't fail. But then I could transfer the hard drive to another Xbox 360, thankfully. I was so happy when this game was finally downloadable. So, you know, I have 3. Let's go with Turtles, too. Let's check out Ninja Turtles. But, no, actually, several. Ninja Turtles, Simpsons, X-Men, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Paperboy. So, quite a few games I have on here are no longer downloadable. So, and then this one. This one's 1989. This was a big deal when it came out. 4 players. That's one thing kids are never going to experience the joy of, playing an arcade game with total strangers. 4 people, 4-person game. X-Men was 6. Simpsons was 4 players. This is the same company, Konami. But man, this came out on regular Nintendo, but it wasn't nearly as good as the arcade version. But yeah, this is the kind of games I enjoy. I'm just an old school gamer, and in games like this, I do like Resident Evil 5, Dead Rising 2 a lot. But you need to dedicate hours at a time to play those type of games. This type of game, you could play for like 30 minutes at a time. Get your quick fix in of playing a video game, and that's it. I wish I had all the time in the world to play video games all the time, but I don't. And sometimes I just like to play video games for 30 minutes or so. But, yeah, this is the reason I got Xbox 360. Just a awesome freaking awesome downloads for it. And then Symphony of the Night, I want to say, is the first game I downloaded for this. I bought Dead Rising, and then I checked out Xbox Live Arcade and saw Symphony of the Night in there, and I was like, holy crap, Symphony of the Night? Haven't played this game for a while, so yeah, I had to download it. So, last one. Good stuff. 2007. This was downloadable, so I want to say I got my Xbox 360 in 2007. That sounds about right. Whenever, yeah, 2007. I believe that's right. I think that's the first I got. I forgot how to get the upside down castle, but love this game. This game rules. And the soundtrack kicks ass for this game. Well, let's stay here. I like how this was originally a PlayStation 1 game. CD right there. Because it had to load on PlayStation 1. But this came out on PlayStation 1 in 97. So this was like the 10-year anniversary when this game was downloadable. This game still looks good. That's why I prefer 2D games. 2D games age a lot better. Like I said, the soundtrack for this game is ridiculously good. I think the boss was here, yeah. It's been a while since I played this one. Where's all the enemies? Let me kill somebody. Alright, so that's it right there. Xbox 360. Xbox 360, 10th birthday. Awesome system. I give this system like a 9 out of 10, 9.5 out, freaking 9.5 out of 10, just because of all the fucking good games that came out for it. That were retro. I like this for being a retro system more than anything else. Alright everyone, kick ass, be safe, and take it easy.